So it's one thing for men to complain about what modern women are doing. But now even women are seeing that modern women are the problem. They're finally realizing that a lot of these modern women out here are actually the problem. They're actually the toxic one.
It is women like this that make me exhausted for men. Let's see why.
This is how you do not plan a freaking date. You are gonna get rejected. I am here, gonna show you with receipts.
Oh good, she has receipts. Let's see what they consist of.
I got right in that group chat after the first date telling the girlies, I think this guy is great. I had such a nice time with him.
Oh cool, so you guys had a great time, which means he had to do something really awful for you to want to reject him immediately.
That Saturday night, he sends me this text, "Are you still up for brunch?" Yes, I'm still up for brunch. You're saying that 5 p.m. on Saturday? Brunch, assumingly, would be Sunday, noon, 1. Yeah, what are you thinking? I could come your way if you know a good spot.
Yeah, so it sounds like this dude doesn't want to take you somewhere that you don't like, so he's asking you where you like to go. Funny enough, the first date my husband and I went on, he asked me where I wanted to go. And then he took me there. Oh my god. And here we are many years later.
Okay, let me do the heavy lifting for you, buddy.
The heavy lifting? He's asking you what you like to eat, hun bun.
So I give him a list of these places.
Good, so now he knows what you like to eat and he can pick off that list what he likes to eat as well, so you guys are both happy on this date. That's great. I'm glad we can come to that conclusion.
He says, oh, the Dutch eye. Not even sure what that means.
It's very obvious that out of those few places that you listed, he saw one that he liked and he said, oh, the Dutch, eh? You know? That wasn't hard to comprehend, girl. It really wasn't.
Oh, is that a plan? No.
That was him letting you know that he likes that place out of the ones that you listed, so that you guys could enjoy a date together.
Then that morning, I get a text from him. Howdy, how does 2 sound? I never heard back from him the night before, so...
Yes, he did. You came with the receipts, did you not? He texted you back, and you never replied to him. What do you mean he never responded? Yes, he did. It's right there for your eyeballs. You just read what he responded to you, and you left him on red. And this was his attempt to get something out of you since you didn't respond the night before.
So what do I say? Oh, when I didn't hear back last night about a reservation or anything concrete, I made plans for this afternoon. You cannot, for a second date, try and make plans the morning of.
Except he didn't. He was trying to make plans the night before and you ignored him. What?
Goodbye. So what is his response? Okay, cool.
I'll be honest, girl, he ate you up with that okay, cool. It was right then and there that he knew he was going to be exhausted dealing with you all the time. There's a reason you're 38 and single, and the way that you make plans is probably the reason. Like I said, I know that you're exhausting to deal with.
And this is what men keep on saying over and over again. Even though modern women like to say we do the heavy lifting, the mental load, she's showing receipt. I guess she didn't know. She's showing receipts of her not doing what she's supposed to be doing.
I know y'all seen that video of that girl who was trying to bring a stray cat into her boyfriend's house, and that nigga was like, hell nah, get that stray cat the fuck out my house, and she was trying to make him seem like a bad guy for it. Then he kicked the bitch out. She ended up at her grandmama's house, and now she got problems with the grandma. See, some women just don't realize that they are, in fact, the problem. Even social media won't save you posting that shit, because everybody thinks you the problem too.
Once again, they're trying, and I think if I remember that video correctly, she was trying to violate that man's space, and the man said, do not do it. You're always bringing him in here. She's done that before, and she was messing around as if it was okay. Oh, well, he ain't serious. And then he finally, when a man finally puts a woman out, she gets upset like he done done her wrong.
You know what I find so hilarious is that a woman will diss a man by saying he's acting like a woman. Wouldn't that mean that you are admitting that y'all are the problem?
I'm not going to be in my feminine until he's in his masculine. Until he steps up, then I'm going to be in my masculine. He should be obsessed with me. And if he's not obsessed, then he isn't the one. Do you know how fucking entitled you guys sound? You sound so entitled, and it is ruining your dating experience. Have you ever thought that maybe you are the narcissist in your relationship? Because if you really think about things more logically, more accurately, masculine men are not going to be attracted to masculine guarded women, because biologically that's just going to signal, oh, that's not safe. That's not a nurturing woman. And because masculine men have long-term direction, they have a vision, they are going to see a guarded woman as combative. And they're going to be like, I don't want to be with a combative woman, because that's going to be a household with a lot of fights, with big things, with small things. And my child is going to grow up watching that. I don't want that. I don't want my child to grow up in a high conflict house. You are also not going to want to choose a masculine man, because masculine women feel threatened around a masculine man because they feel like, oh my God, this is a guy that's going to try to control me. A lot of times they're not trying to control you, but you feel that way. You feel that way in the presence of someone who can also lead and step up. It's a challenge. You're going to see it as someone challenging you rather as someone trying to take care of you, because the reason you're masculine is in the first place is because you didn't have that growing up. You didn't have a healthy example of it.
You also have to look at when he's in the midst of battle. And I say battle loosely, I use the term loosely, but if he's in the midst of battle, you have that masculine attitude or that aggressive attitude, that man is going to get punched in the face trying to hold you off of somebody, trying to protect you. I'm thinking about a woman that was at a football game recently, straight hit the dude in the face. Now, mind you, when she swung and hit the dude in the face, her man, you can kind of see him up under her arm and up under the other guy's arm, trying to hold him off and trying to hold her off. And she went over her man's arm where it was outstretched. He was stretched out both ways, trying to hold him apart, and swings and connects and hits the man in the face. The man, in front of everybody, now you know he can't take that. You know you can't hit him, and he ain't gonna take that. So you can see the man step up, and because he was kind of down, you in the stadium, you kind of down one seat or one row. So he steps up onto the same row that the man and his lady are on, looks at the woman. He's like, I ain't gonna hit no woman. And then you can see the eye, look in his eye. Turns around and straight socks her man in the face. And all of a sudden, the man, both of them are tumbling, and you know, in a football stadium, you tumbling down the steps, that's dangerous. And she's sitting up there turning to the crowd crying. That's dangerous. Somebody could get hurt. Those steps are concrete. Somebody can concussion, get themselves knocked out, land the wrong way, roll over a railing. You never know what can happen because of your attitude.
Why can't we be equal? Why do you feel superior to me?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you want a man that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a man that's stronger than you physically?
Yes, I do.
Would you prefer a man that can lead you?
Absolutely.
Would you prefer a man that's more competent and more intelligent than yourself?
I just said that. I
Yeah?
can't
Doesn't sound
disagree.
anything equal there to me.
Ouch. But what if I am strong?
You're not. That means that we are not equal.
Yeah, we're not. We're not. But don't.
You just said a second ago that we were.
Okay, all right.
Got him.
Got me.
So I wanted to share this with you all, and I'm probably going to catch some heat for it, but I decided to go ahead and be open about it. So there's a couple that I helped a couple of months back in regards to the relationship, right? And I knew that it wasn't going to work. I knew it wasn't going to work, but I couldn't tell them that it wasn't going to work. I just had to do whatever I could, give them as many exercises to practice, to utilize in the relationship, to implement, to see if it could work. But I knew deep down in my heart that it probably wasn't going to work, right? And I'm only saying this because I know a lot of times women feel like they can do no wrong. And the crazy thing about it is the man is in an outstanding relationship now. And the woman, It's not. She's suffering. She's going through it. So she reached out to me, and this is the story I want to tell you guys. So she goes, Kitty, I did everything that you told me to do, blah, 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 blah. And mind you, I've talked to this man already. He's reached out to me, and everything that I taught them, everything I told them, utilize, implement, he's doing it now in the relationship that he is in. That was just the wrong woman. And I'm sorry, baby, if you see this video, I know I've already told you, you were just not the one. So she asked me, Kitty, what did I do wrong? And I said, do you want me to be wrong with you? And she said, yes. Okay. So I told her, okay, you had this princess syndrome where you felt like it always had to be me, and everything that I said went. And that if I was not right, he was not going to be happy. You belittled him. You emasculated him. I said, you didn't watch your tone. You reacted before you responded. You didn't take time to comprehend what it was that he was saying. And he heard you nagging instead of actually listening. You waited to play that number plus one game. Okay, this is a number of things that you have done to me that he's telling you. And then you say, well, this is a number of things that you have done to me plus one. You had a warped mindset to where you believe that, hey, it's going good right now, and I need a little bit of attention. So bad attention is better than no attention. Instead of understanding that now you are transitioning into a healthier space. So there's going to be peace. It is going to be serene, but you didn't know how to adapt to peace and serenity because of your chaos from your childhood and your past traumas. You brought those into this relationship and you blamed him for the mistakes of your partner. I asked her, do you want me to continue? Because the list can go on. And everything that I told you to do, as you're saying you did it, you did not. You went back to what it is that you knew. And she said, well, Kitty, can I get him back? You can't get him back. You lost him, and you should not be worrying about getting a partner back until you fix yourself. And the only way to fix yourself, as I always say, ladies, is to be accountable for your shit. And I understand it sucks when they move on, but I'm glad that he moved on because he was ready. It was the right time for him, and you were the wrong person.
And when a man, statistically speaking, leaves a relationship, I don't know if that man is coming back. Because men don't file for divorce a lot of times. And so when you do this type of stuff to a man, why would he be back in your face? He's going to remember the type of drama that you put him through. That's crazy work.
Let's keep it a buck. A lot of women are the problem in their relationship too. Understand what I'm saying? A lot of the relationships don't work out because of the woman as well. All right. It ain't just the man. Now, some women do not want to admit that. You see what I'm saying? They want to put all the blame on the man. The whole time you want that man to change when you didn't make change in yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're not perfect, baby. It's things he don't like about you, just like it's things you don't like about him. So if y'all came together and worked together and got through the things together, maybe you all would last. And us as women won't have to continuously go through different relationships. It's called taking accountability and stop putting the blame all on that one person. Understand what I'm saying? Now, it is times where it can just be that person, but I'm talking about when you get in one relationship, you get another relationship, another relationship, and ain't none of them going well. And it's like, damn, all the relationships was because of that man, and that man. None of that had nothing to do with you. Baby, you might be too masculine for the goddamn man, if we're being honest. You see what I'm saying? You might not be showing your softer side. You know what I'm saying? You might not be catering to that man like he needs you to be. You might not be being the woman that you need to be for him to be great. You see what I'm saying? Baby, shit. You heard it here first. Yeah.
And what you're describing is the steps that modern women don't go through. That's the intuition that they turn off. The intuition or the gut feeling they keep on if it has to do with how unhappy I am, how unhappy he's making me, how much drama he's causing in my life, quote unquote. But it ain't nothing to do with, oh, well, look what I did to him. Look how unhappy I made him. Look at when I cussed him out all these times and he stayed silent. He ain't say nothing. I never went back and apologized. I never went back and made it right. When I messed up his car, when I used up all this stuff, when I broke his things and he never said anything. Maybe I am the problem.
I f***ed up in all my relationships. I'm gonna be honest. I think I was the problem in every relationship because every man that come across me, they come and they take care of me. They treat me like a queen. But the mouth, I'm gonna be honest, it's not only my husband. I think I f***ed up every relationship I had. I don't attract whack niggas. I attract good niggas. And that's how you know they good men, because they stick it out.
That
no,
don't
I'm just
make
saying,
a
make
good
them
man.
weak, because they shouldn't even put up with that. But I'm taking accountability, letting it be known that I feel like I am the problem. And
Do you
all
date
my
mostly
relationships.
black men?
I date mostly black men.
If you're going on that claim that men don't like women, and she's telling you the majority of the women that she know, even including her family, is very disrespectful towards men, very toxic towards
But
men.
I'm another woman.
What reason would men have to generally like women when you said out your own mouth, you toxic, you disrespectful, you don't value men? Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
And this is a woman coming to grips with, man, I done done a lot of stuff in my life that's messed up. A lot of things to men that I claimed they were the problem. They messed up. They were doing me wrong when the whole time it was me.
I know that I disappointed you. Like, I think that men, they see you from afar and they're like, wow, she's out here doing her thing. She's a boss, whatever. And then they get you and they see you off that Casamigos. You drunk as a fucking fish. Your diet don't consist of nothing. You listen to trap music every time you wake up. You have no morning routine. You have no core values. And they date you and they like, damn, like I thought it was something else.
All right, guys, I'm going to check out this compilation video. Here we go.
A lot of times men date us and they're actually disappointed. When you're wondering like, oh, well, why did he pursue me? Why did he want to be with me? And then now all of a sudden he pulling back and he want me to chase him. He got to fucking know you and he's disappointed. Let me tell you this. This is my shit, so I can say I done disappointed a couple. I know that there are men out here that was just like admire me from afar and it was like, surprise, I'm a hoe. Like, surprise, look. You in a week. Like, I know that I disappointed you. Like, I think that men, they see you from afar and they're like, wow, she's out here doing her thing. She's a boss, whatever. And then they get you and they see you off that Casamigos. You drunk as a fucking fish. Your diet don't consist of nothing. You listen to trap music every time you wake up. You have no morning routine. You have no core values. And they date you and they like, damn, like I thought it was something else. It's actually disappointing.
Where do all the good men hang out? What are all the good men doing? How do I find and associate myself with the good men? My thesis is that they're snatched up. They get snatched up real quick. As soon as there's a good man, the women are like, ah! Lock him up, seal him off. Solitary confinement. You are not gonna get, So that's my theory, is that's where all the good men are. They're not outside for sure. But just for everyone else, like, where are the good men? I think I need to be enveloped and surrounded by good men. I just don't know where they're at, where they're hanging out. Are they on social media? Do they hang out at the beach? Are they golfing? Are they reading a book at a library? What are they doing? And I think if I surround myself with good, solid men, I will have obviously a different outlook on men. But honestly, I am surrounded by men, just like your average man.
Not all the good men are snatched up. A lot of the good men are avoiding chaos. They're avoiding problems. And they can spot you from a mile away. That's not a talent you have because you're too busy watching reality TV.
Girls, there's only so many times we can blame these men. Sometimes we have to just look in the mirror and blame ourselves. Some of the ways I've been approached by men, I have to sit and wonder, like, is this what has been accepted? Which is why you think you can come to me like that. And the answer is yes. Men only do what we allow. I don't think us women actually understand our power. We are very powerful as a collective. If we were to all stand on business, have a strict program, all of that, I guarantee you there'd be much more people getting married. There's nothing else for men to do other than to step up or start bending over for next man. That's the only way they would get access to us women, if we all started to stand on business. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I need you women to get up. Get up, stand up. And to be honest, if you're not ready to stand up, keep on going for nonsense. Eventually you'll stand up because there's only so long you can be enyamed for. So yeah, please, just can we all stand on business, please?
But there's no business to stand on because these are not good women. They don't have good morals. They don't have any integrity. Their only hope and their only mission in life is to find a rich man and try to bag him, even though the rich man don't want them.
This is a new phrase that's coming really popular. Step into my power now has come to mean step into this idea that guys are terrible, that I'm oppressed, that this patriarchy is trying to crush me. So my power is going to be to announce to everyone that men are terrible, that men are bad, that men are evil, that men should start off in jail, that women are better, smarter, more. This is the culture, and we did this in a video prior on another show, that births women that now view abortion as self-empowering, right? Because that is what step into your power means. It means they have this feeling of, oh, I was oppressed, so now I need to turn it around and I need to be a proud misandrist.
Because I've dated men and I've dated women. After having a serious girlfriend, I've literally reached out to exes and apologized to them. Because
I love that.
I saw the worst version
I
of
love
myself.
that.
Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, you're over here and I'm just trying to get dressed.
Hearing this young woman saying that, you know, it took her to date a girl, have a serious girlfriend. I guess she was the boyfriend in the situation. That it took her to see that women were the problem. You seen that with that Queen Maker lady. Now she advocating on men's rights. And like I said, it's hard for women to put themselves in men's shoes. They only see things from their point of view. They don't see when they're wrong. Everybody get them benefit of the doubt throughout life. When they make mistakes, it's always bailouts. For men, we learn early. When we go from a child to teenager, we get treated totally different. We go from 12 to 13, life changes. No more birthday parties, no more this, that, and the third. We men. Why you ain't working, nigga? Why you ain't going to school? You know, so we have to deal with the harsh reality early in life, that it is no help or backup plan for us. We got to get it how we live. For women, you know, and that's why it benefits us long time. Women, you know, they get, you know, handled with kid gloves until they hit that wall and they beauty and they age where there's no excuse no more. And then they got to deal with their consequences and there's no more bailout. So yeah, it's sad that has to happen for women to see that they are difficult to deal with. And, you know, I always preach character and temperament with women. But let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like you were saying, these modern women, people tell them, but they also have that net of safety. And men are too busy around the clock taking care of them. And so they never take things seriously. And when they hit the wall, they're like, wow, where did that wall come from? And a man's like, that's the wall I was trying to prepare you for literally 5-10 years ago. But you act like you didn't hear me.
Women that cheat, y'all are the biggest problem with society. Yeah, I don't care about what men be doing. I know what you thinking, but Pete, I don't care. I do not care. Because women, we're the biggest preachers of, oh my God, if you're not happy, leave. Ew, he was so wrong for cheating. But then a lot of y'all turn around and do the same fuck shit. How the fuck you gonna preach something and do the exact opposite? Do y'all not know that when women cheat, it's worse than men? Women cheat emotionally. Men cheat to get their rocks off. We are not wired the same way. Period. Now, does it make it okay on either party? Fuck no. But women, when we do it, it's worse. It's worse. You know why society's fucked up? Because there's not as many good women. Period. And I said what the fuck I said. Y'all out here half fucking naked, twerking in the streets, twerking on top of cars, flirting with men while y'all got boyfriends, talking about, oh, but I got a boyfriend. I shouldn't really be talking to you. Like, what? So why are you talking? Shut up. This is the problem. This is why women get such a bad reputation. Because it's because of y'all hoes. Y'all, it's y'all. It's because of y'all that give every other woman a bad name. Or they give men trust issues. And I'm not here to hold the men accountable. I'm not a man. They could do whatever the fuck they want. I'm not here to hold men accountable. They could find a man to do that shit. But as women, I will tell y'all where y'all fucked up at. Stop behaving like hoes and then complaining when men treat you like one.
Ah, here it is. My test results. Can you hear my heart beating? Oh, the white man science is amazing, ain't it? Oh, no. This can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error. Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why?
If a woman tells you she's the problem, believe her. Whenever I hear a woman say, I don't know if you can handle me, I wouldn't handle it. The package is broken. When she's proud to say I'm toxic, you realize women say that because women just want to justify her ridiculousness and or over the top behavior if you're stupid to not heed that upfront warning. And when they say like, well, if you don't like my attitude, then don't be with me. Girl, are you crazy? You know dang well that will not slide with a man that got some self-respect and common sense. When they say I'm crazy, run. You should love me for who I am. Absolutely not. If you love someone, you call them out on the BS that they do, the flaws that they have, and you leave an option for growth. If you allow someone that you love to continue to live in bad habits, it's not love. I don't call that love. Most of these things either show that they had a really bad history of relationships or they're setting the tone for when they do mess up, which is what they had planned to do from the beginning. But instead of apologizing, you've now allowed them to hurt you, to only come back and say, I told you I was toxic. I told you I was like this. It's just who I am. There's no accountability, no self-awareness, and they're so far gone, they don't even want to change.
A lot of these women, like you said, have a laundry list of excuses that they're going to use, even though they've been through therapy now. They have a laundry list of excuses that they're going to use whenever you get in an argument to say, in short, that it wasn't their fault.
There's going to be nothing like the female loneliness epidemic that you're going to see with this generation of women when they hit the 40s. It's going to be out of control.
Many years from now, there is going to be a quiet crisis, loneliness in women especially. Not because women failed, not because they weren't capable or intelligent, but because they were handed a script or a blueprint that left out the consequences. Be self-sufficient, put your career first, you don't need a man. So they followed it. They pushed love down the line. They delayed the family. They treated commitment like something that could always wait until it didn't. Fast forward a few years later. You're older, no partner, no children, no legacy, just some noise to fill that silence.
There's going to be nothing like the female loneliness epidemic that you're going to see with this generation of women when they hit the 40s. It's going to be out of control. When these 20-somethings hit 40-something, there's going to be massive devastation. There's going to be, the pharmaceutical companies are going to be like, yeah, cashing in on the antidepressants and all of that if they go that route.
And this isn't, oh, men are so much better. This is, look at what consequences look like. This is what consequences sound like when you're not a decent human being. That's what men are tagging. That's what men are saying to you. That's what men are anchoring down on. You are not as decent of a human being as you say you are.
That moment when you realize she's not actually your partner, she just sees you as the problem. She started keeping that ledger, noticing exactly everything that she does, and she's keeping score, expecting you to read her mind. If you loved me, you would just know. You can't even speak freely because she's trying to find any issue she can to spin your words or anything that she can use against you. And maybe she even criticizes you in front of family or friends, just subtle digs here and there, just to embarrass you or make you look bad. She tells you what your intentions actually were, even if she's completely wrong and you try to tell her that and she doesn't listen. All your past good deeds, erased, never happened. She conveniently forgot all of those, but she remembers every bad thing you've ever done. And your past mistakes become your entire personality for her. Conveniently though, she doesn't see herself in that light. She sees all the good things that she did for you, but conveniently forgets all the bad things she's done to you. And any past good deeds, bare minimum. She's constantly moving the goalposts. And if you need my help or more information, I do have a...
I think women are so power hungry, and now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm going to leave my husband, and I'm going to kill my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
Yeah, like, I just don't think our nature is very good.
Blood. So the only way we're going to live...
Boring.
Well, that's one of them, and it's a very effective strategy,
yeah, like
apparently.
If you whore for the one guy, and then if he dies, you're whoring for the next.
Right, sure. But also, right, you had to live according to that tribe's values, right?
Yeah,
because then the tribe's going to feed you.
Yeah.
So you're not going to stand up and tell the tribe that maybe we shouldn't do something because they might throw you out. Mm-hmm. You have the same exact thing happening now. Mm-hmm. These women are not going to stand up and tell the tribe
that it's wrong to abort the children, they might get thrown out.
Let's be so for real. These men don't stand a chance in dating because women turn everything into a red flag. He didn't text back fast enough, red flag. He doesn't text enough, red flag. He doesn't call me enough, red flag. He fell asleep and took a nap and I didn't hear from him for 3 hours, red flag. He breathed the wrong way, red flag. He's existing, red flag. Everything is always something, even when it's nothing. And when he says it's nothing, that's also a red flag because he's lying. You'll hear some dumb shit online about, oh, you can tell a man is toxic by the way he smiles. So now you're looking at your man based on some dumb shit that you saw on the internet. Like, oh, he's smiling the wrong way. That means he doesn't like me. Y'all leave no room for these men to make any kind of mistakes. Women will literally make up entire storylines about men that they don't even know just to validate their own insecurities and then get online and say all men are trash. You're turning a golden retriever man who has no issues into a wolf based off your past experiences. And then you expect the new man, the good man, the better man to take on all of these challenges with grace when you are the fucking problem. How are you going to be able to go into a relationship looking for a good human being when you're already looking at him as if he's your ex fucking boyfriend who cheated on you and he deserves to be treated like shit based on what somebody else did to you? And how do you expect these men to still want to date you when you literally turn everything into a problem? Everything is a red flag. Everything that he's doing is toxic. It's not good enough. It's poor behavior and you're never satisfied. Like, make it make sense. Okay, bye.
And she said something that was very good. You're turning a golden retriever man into a wolf. You're turning him to a wolf. You have so many problems. You act so silly that the man stops being nice to you and doesn't want to have anything to do with you.
I find women to be mean as hell. I'm sorry.
Really? Oh my
yes.
gosh. Am I mean? Oh yes.
Yes.
Jasmine, are you mean?
A little bit.
Yeah, you might be.
I'm straightforward too.
Yeah.
I'm in your face and on your world, but I'm not mean.
Okay. Are you aggressive?
No, I'm assertive.
Okay.
I'm not aggressive.
What's the difference?
Well, first of all, your intention.
Okay.
And assertiveness, it's about dominion and accomplishing a particular thing. And aggressive, it's about control and getting what you're going for.
Okay.
And there's a difference. One comes from the head, one comes from the heart. Assertion comes from the heart. Aggression comes from the head. And it's ego and control. And women today, I find, certain generations of women today are extremely aggressive, unkind, unloving, and mean as hell.
It's like bitches know they fucked up on their decision, but they don't want to go back on it because they don't want to give you that satisfaction. So they rather paint you as a bad guy. This bitch over here reposting shit that don't pertain to me, like I cheated on her or something. Bitch, we had a miscommunication. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm coming with a scenario. It says the guy I'm talking to sent me money for groceries, $300 because I didn't have any food. Then I get a text from him later asking me to cook him dinner. Told him no because I'm not his wife. And I only cook for my kids and my husband. And he's neither of them. Now I'm blocked, shaking my head. Like, who asked a woman to cook for them before he puts a ring on it? Baby girl, let me be the first to tell you, you ain't never gonna be no wife like that. She said, what kind of man asks a woman to cook before you put a ring on it? Sis, one that's looking for a wife. And how is he supposed to know what you like as a wife if you're not showing up as one? People get married because they like the way that things are, not because things are going to change after the I do's. You only cook for your kids and your husband, and clearly you ain't got no husband. So now I'm not one to be like, oh, you supposed to do everything like you married. No. You supposed to save some stuff for marriage. However, cooking is the bare minimum. Girl, you better show that man you can cook. You want the ring or no? He must not be somebody you really like, because somebody who you really like, you wouldn't mind cooking for. And before you ask, married once, proposed 2-4 times. You're not wrong for feeling how you feel. However, if you really want a husband, then you're going to have to present yourself as a wife. Because he showed you he was husband material the minute that you said you ain't had no food, and he sent you $300. So he can show up for you, but you can't show up for him. So should she have cooked him dinner? Or is she well within her right to be like, no, I'm not cooking you dinner? What y'all think about that?
Y'all,
you can't make this shit up.
The ghetto. You see, this is why I said men leave. Protect your peace. The Bible said it's best to protect your peace. Because are we serious right now? This man can show her the husband qualities by sending her $300, but she can show him the wife quality by cooking a simple meal. How much y'all want to bet is because she can't cook? But hear me out, you know, we have to put accountability on a man, because you shouldn't be sending her $300 before she cooking for you. Like, we can say tit for tat, what comes first, the chicken before the egg, but hold her $300? She should have showed wifey skills before you provided for her. That she should have showed something. The fact that she won't cook means that she has not been reciprocating. Because cooking is the simplest thing you can do. Oh my gosh. Cooking is, it's not like he said, come over and clean my house. Cooking is the simplest thing you can do for a man because you're going to be eating too. Like, it's not like say you're cooking for him, you don't eat pork, and he asks you to cook pork, and you're going to have to sit there and watch him eat the pork. Cook something that you... It exposes their selfishness. It exposes why you should not even bother. Should not even bother. Now he's owed $300 and still hungry. Can you imagine?
Man, this is some bullshit.
And this is why these men pump and dump these women. This is why these men treat these women how they do, because they are not worth anything but nothing. Come on now, come on, man. Y'all stop it. For these, here's what I'm saying. He should have seen her character traits before he sent her the $300, and her character traits is showing that she's selfish as hell. She just loves to take.
I mean, let's sit up here. Let's think about what we're asking. A man is asking you to cook. Nowadays, cooking might take an hour. Everything is pretty much done. They have things already prepared in the store. You can swing by the store, pick something up that's honestly, truly, pretty much prepared. If you play your cards right, you could get dinner for $20-$30. I'm thinking of 2 or 3 stores, right? I mean, Walmart. They have ready-made meals. You want a steak and asparagus? They already have it made. You can go to Sam's Club and get already made mashed potatoes. If you don't know how to cook a steak, you should have already gotten a thermometer. Oh, what am I gonna do? And am I this and that? You have an air fryer, don't you? There's a steak mix. You can just get like one of these generic McCormick or something like that. Throw it over the steak. Throw the steak in the air fryer for how? Put it on 350. Put it on 400 if you want to. How you want your steak? Google what looks good. Oh, medium. I usually get that picture right there. You remember how kids do it? They match the picture. They have that in stores as well. Oh, I need to look up this product. Here's a picture of what it looks like. And a lot of places have videos or pictures of what things look like so you can identify. It's that simple. Throw it in there. It's probably going to take you at that point, if the air fryer is ready to go, 10-15 minutes to cook the steak. You pull the steak out. You want broccoli? You could have gotten a bag of steamable vegetables. Corn, broccoli, the mashed potatoes. You could get those ready made. You throw some garlic butter in those things, it's over. You don't even need any salt and pepper. That's it. If you really want to do your thing, you can get bacon and cheese. You can get, I don't know how to shred no cheese. You can just get shredded cheese. Well, I don't know how to make no bacon. They have packets of bacon that are already ready to go, and it tells you just throw it in the microwave for what, 2.5 minutes, and you just crumble up that bacon in the potatoes, and you can call it loaded potatoes. You got your broccoli, you got your corn, which by the way is also steamable, and then you've got your steak. Whatever temperature he likes it, it's right there. And you didn't know how to cook anything. You just threw it all in the microwave. And guess what he's gonna say? Baby, this is delicious. This is fantastic. Wow. And you really only heated up stuff. That's it.
I haven't been here the whole time, so I apologize
Sure.
if this question's been asked before.
Sure.
When you say women deserve less, is that from you or the majority of men, from the world?
I think men need to stop simping on women. I think it's a problem. So when I say women deserve less, what I mean by that is guys need to kind of go into a relationship and make women earn their validation and resources and everything else that comes with being in a relationship.
So I'm confused how women needing to show their worth equals them deserving less.
Well, the thing is that a lot of women are very entitled and they think, oh, I'm just here. You know, I want you to do X, Y, Z. And I need guys to basically understand their value and make women earn that validation, because the problem is, thanks to social media and dating apps and everything else, women have an abundance of options. And if you're just another sucker that's going to be a nice guy and spend your time, resource, energy on her, you're not going to differentiate yourself. So guys need to kind of go into relationships with a little bit more self-respect and give them less, especially up front.
Okay, so the statement women deserves less is to encourage men to make women believe they also deserve less?
Well, I think it's pretty much instilling
relationships?
it's instilling a relationship dynamic where the woman needs to work to get his validation. She's just not going to get it off for just existing and having a vagina.
So they still deserve good things, but only if they are good themselves.
They got to earn it. Yep.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to. I'm all for men treating women nice and, you know, obviously paying for dates, taking them out, committing to them. I'm all for that. But I think that most women simply don't qualify for that because a lot of women have bad habits. A lot of them are rude, obnoxious, masculine. These are things that guys should be looking out for to avoid.
I agree with him 1000%. They think that men should just bow down to them and do whatever they want. And as a result, they can just treat you however.
And she don't want to hear it, but what he's essentially saying is, you're entitled. You already think that you deserve these things and you don't. You're the and you as a woman, he's talking to you, you're probably the issue in your relationship. You probably are.
Remember when that expression, believe all women, support all women, first came about? I was the only person that was like, this is not going to end well. And I was the only person that posed the question, so if it's believe all women, support all women, what happens when the abuser or the person being accused is a woman? See, my videos age very, very well. And if anyone has the patience and the time to go back 24 months, you'll see me posing these questions. Me saying, I can't subscribe to the girl's girl rhetoric because it's a setup for failure. I remember the incident that completely radicalized me, and I started looking at women for exactly who they are, and I started listening actively. Because I remember I subscribed to the whole believe all women, support all women. What was that chick's name? So basically it was a chick up in Alabama, and she was on the phone with somebody, and she faked that she got kidnapped. And it was this whole nationwide manhunt to look for her. I remember posting her photo and, you know, asking my platform to look for her the whole night. Come to find out, she faked her kidnapping just to get some dude's attention. The only woman who was public was like, I don't believe her. We need more information. Something ain't right with the Badwater was Dana Dane. I believed her because something similar happened for real when I was living in Hawaii, where a child had wandered off across the overpass, and this man with severe mental illness picked his 2-year-old baby up and threw him into H1 traffic, because I was living in Hawaii when that happened. So because that happened back in 2008, 2009, I believed it right off the gate when she was like, hey, I see this child walking along the interstate and let me go and stop what's going on. So because it happened for real and it caused traffic on H1 for like 8 hours, I did not question it. I had men in my fucking comments trying to drag me for Phil to the point where I had to make a subsequent video that is based off of the information that was provided, based off of my own personal lived experience, because I lived in Hawaii when that baby boy was thrown off the overpass at 3 p.m. onto H1 traffic and instantly killed, causing an 8-hour gridlock traffic. Of course I'm gonna believe it because it's happened before. So from that day forward, and I hate being wrong, I was like, let me be slow to react and start listening to the information and gathering the information before I utilize my platform to go ahead and do all this. And then ever since that stupid bitch started doing that, every other week, women would be coming up on TikTok talking about, I need to tell my story and I'm a victim and I did this and I did that. And it just got to the point where it's like, you know what? I don't believe you. And so the whole believe all women, support all women, for me, got completely dismantled to the point where women have proven to be liars. And then when women started to monetize their domestic violence, monetize their abuse, it was just like, man, fuck y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all no more. But yeah, ever since that chick faked her kidnapping, it was like, you got to be kidding me. Now, about 1.5 years later, she ended up being on probation. She went to court. She had to pay the county a couple of $1,000s because of wasted man hours. So she was held accountable. But till this day, we don't know why she did what she did. So, yeah, it was a time to be alive. But yeah, shout out to Dana because she was the only brave one that was like, I don't believe her. I do not believe her. And Dana be having some good points in regards to women be moving hella trifling. And this is why I started calling that shit out, because y'all can't sit there and be making content talking about, oh, I'm a victim and men are this and men are that. And then you see women doing just as trifling shit, if not worse.
Reason why us young women are so terrible. I'll tell you why we are absolutely terrible as young women. Because older women have taught us wrong. Older women have not told us what they were supposed to. The older women, the women under the age of 70, typically, because after the 60s, that's when the propaganda was in full force, full-fledged. Most of them were terrible wives. Even if they didn't divorce on paper, many of them separated from their husbands, and many of them tried to control their husbands for a lifetime. We have terrible example. And once you see this as a young woman, you cannot unsee it.
And of course, most women would. They would say, hey, based on my experiences, I'm going to support the ladies. But unfortunately, when something happens, they don't have your back. And so you're looking at her like, hey, I'm a girl's girl too. We're on the same team. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. But they don't. They leave you high and dry. They go out there and they get involved in some BS. And when you try to tell them, hey, this is some BS, and I'm trying to stick up for you, but this is some BS. Stop making me look crazy. They don't do it because they think they're right and you're wrong. Surprise, surprise. This is what men have been trying to tell you. These modern women, they don't care nothing about doing right. They want to do everything wrong and they want you to support them.
Men don't do it anymore. And I noticed this because they don't walk up to bars and they don't flirt, like at the gym, anywhere. Men don't walk up to anyone anywhere, but they don't even catcall. Like the creepy men who used to catcall don't even do that anymore. Men have gotten like afraid to talk to women. Like, not saying I need a man to catcall me, but a confidence boost every once in a while won't do me any harm.
Ladies, this one's gonna sting, but most of the time it is not men ruining relationships. It is women sabotaging themselves. But first, let me explain. First is the victim mindset. If every argument turns into poor me, look what you did to me, you're not resolving the conflict. You're dodging accountability. Second, attention addiction. If you need outside validation, likes, stares, DMs to feel secure, you'll never be happy with the man that you're with. Third, lack of self-worth. If you drag your unhealed trauma into a relationship but refuse to face it and deal with it, you're making your partner pay for damage that they did not cause. These aren't just little habits. They are relationship killers. They destroy trust, create resentment, and eventually push away the man or woman you claim to love. And the hard truth, a lot of women would rather blame men than admit that they're guilty of these patterns. So before you say men are the problem, ask yourself, am I sabotaging my own relationship? Try to ask yourself that. If you're brave enough to admit that, you will change everything. If not, you're going to repeat the same cycle. Drop your take in the comments. I know this one is going to get a little heated.
Well, the problem with this and these questions is they will understand that if they are even a decent human being, yeah, I was wrong for that. I shouldn't have done that. But then they'll go to their girls and their girls will reverse all of the progress that they made.
What are the chances of white guys experiencing being assaulted by black men to the same degree as women being assaulted by men?
Why would it need to be the same degree?
Because I think if it's a low chance, something that's
well, how low of a chance? How low of a chance before I'm not racist when I cross the street? Doesn't need to be.
Like a 1%.
Your chances of getting SA'd by a group of men is way less than 1%.
Or sexually harassed or just
way less than 1%.
I'm going to respectfully disagree. It was
disagree with what? You want to see the stats?
Well, I'm also just talking about sexual harassment.
What does that mean? They catcall you?
Bother you, yeah.
They just catcall you?
Yeah, it's annoying.
So what would you like less, if you were a young man to get your ass kicked by a group of young black guys, or get catcalled by a group of white dudes?
I do not hear of like interracial beat-ups. Like, do you have any statistics?
Yeah.
On the likelihood of white people being beaten up by black people?
In comparison to the other way around, strap yourself in.
Interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race. And this is from a Bureau of Justice Statistics National Crime Victimization Survey from 2018. Okay, so white on black 30, black on white 1,288 versus 30 for white on black.
Well, gee, Chuck, it seems like, based on what you just said earlier, if I could demonstrate this to you, you said that you would advise your little sister to cross the street. Do you hold to that? Do you hold to it, Chuck? Do you hold to it? Are you going to advise your sister to cross the street now?
Nah, because I think it's white boys that are getting beat up.
Do you see now? And I'm telling you, if it's not just a one-off, he's always causing problems.
Why don't we wait for him to show up before we start?
He's already 5 minutes late. He's not coming. We should just start without him.
Give him the benefit of the doubt that he'll show up.
He won't. He's always prioritizing his own shit over mine. It has to be because I'm a Capricorn. I can never find the right guy.
And when did you notice he started prioritizing his own time over yours?
Oh, especially after the war.
I didn't know he was in the military.
Yeah,
he served his country.
I think he cares more about his own country than he does about his own wife. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Let's not be so quick to throw out labels, loser. It's Lucer. Ah, yeah, it's French. So you think the war has something to do with him always being late?
Oh, definitely. I mean, this all started right after his war injury. How he's late to everything. And you know, the weirdest thing is he only shows up with other people, never shows up by himself.
I never knew how women argued, but after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. No problem with that. Totally respect it. But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad. And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed, this desperate Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad.
Now, I can 100% relate to what Bill Burr is saying in this video clip because I've experienced this. I've experienced women just going completely off-road and throwing desperate haymaker Hail Mary attempts just to avoid admitting when they're wrong. And I'm gonna share a story. So I was talking to this female years ago, and long story short, it didn't work out because she ended up getting pregnant by somebody that wasn't me. Now, I was under the understanding that me and her were only gonna be dealing with each other, but obviously she didn't see it that way. And as I was trying to get some clarification on why she thought that was appropriate, get some kind of explanation on why she did what she did, I'm just picking her story apart. I'm pointing out all kind of contradictions, and I think she just wanted me to stop talking because she didn't want me to just continue to highlight the fact that she did something that was wrong. So here comes the Hail Mary attempt, right? So she makes the statement that we didn't have nothing in common. Now, I'm confused at this because the whole time we've been talking, it was about a period of 6 weeks. It don't take 6 weeks to find out that you don't have nothing in common with somebody. You will probably know that within the first week. No more than 2. Point number 2 is that during that 6 weeks, we had spent a lot of time together. Every weekend she was at my house from Friday evening to Monday morning pretty much. So why would you spend that much time with somebody you have nothing in common with? So all of this is registered in my head when she said that. So I responded with, well, how do you figure that? How you figure we don't got nothing in common? I kid you not, her exact words. You watch the news on vacation. Now, I swear on my mama's life, my last name and my right arm, I'm not making that up. And when she said that, I was just completely dumbfounded. And I don't even remember anything that was said after that point because I just had that in my head the whole time we was talking after that. No, I just couldn't remember. I can't remember nothing. If you asked me to recite or recall anything that happened after that, I couldn't. But it's just pathetic that women would rather say something so stupid that made absolutely no sense than admit when they're wrong. Now, I'm going to give this woman the benefit of the doubt and say that she's not that stupid, y'all. Ain't nobody that stupid. I'm just going to say ain't nobody that stupid. But until she offers up any kind of explanation on why she thought that was cool to come out of her mouth, then I'm going to have to hold her to what she said, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Now, I would ask women why they have such a problem admitting when they're wrong, but I don't think I'm gonna get a straight up answer. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of word salad or the typical, I can admit when I'm wrong, I'm just never wrong. But I'll just ask the men to, if you want to talk about any of your Hail Mary stories, let me know, because I'm just curious to know if I'm the only one that has seen this. I'm sure I'm not, but I just want to know. So let me know.
Yeah. Been there, seen some Hail Mary stuff. But you just, like you said, you just hold them accountable. Just keep on holding them accountable. And if they keep on with this nonsense, you back away from them. Oh, I see you're going to be stupid. You're going to be silly today. Because that's what they do. Modern women never want to be wrong about anything.